This is a celery root salad. I run a lot of salads here all the time. I refer to them as my flat salads, and they're always raw, shaved raw vegetables. I like a lot of texture. I love salads. I like vegetables, so I like the texture that the raw vegetables bring. It changes throughout the year. Right now, it's wintertime. Celery roots in season. The pomegranates are in season. Beautiful Meyer lemons are in season. So the first thing we do is we have celery root. It's an ugly beast. Delicious. You can do a lot of things with it. We're not going to do much to it today. We're going to cut it. It's like cutting like maybe a knob of wood. So you don't want to get a lot of, if you peel it, you need to wash it because there'll be dirt everywhere. So you just want to take it all the way off because all this exterior, like I said, is filthy. It is a root. So we got it trimmed up. And all we're going to do, we're going to shave it really thin with this Japanese, it's called a Japanese mandolin. So we're gonna cut this down. Like I said, it is a seriously dense thing. And so what I do is I want to create little pieces for your mouth, but I want to not have to keep changing pieces. What I do is I score it, or cut it like halfway through. So I can, when I shave it, I'll get these pieces this big without having to go again, all right? And that's what we're gonna get. We're gonna get little thin shavings. And so this thing is good for whatever. I mean, we shave, it's got an adjustable thing on the back so you can get different thicknesses on it. You know, you can shave raw, beautiful artichokes. In the springtime we do that. And so the key is, when you get down thin, you can begin to lose your fingertips. So we're gonna put this in the bowl, kind of break it up a little bit. And the dressing is real simple. We're just gonna put some salt on it, and pepper. Copious amounts of olive oil, makes everything tasty. And lemon juice. And that's the dish, pretty much. That's the vinaigrette, Meyer. I'm a sucker for Meyer. I think they're really, you know, those of you that aren't familiar with Meyers, they are super floral. Only really available during the winter. They're really, really good. This lemon and olive oil pretty much is the vinaigrette for the salad. So that's what it is. And we're just gonna let that sit like so. So the pomegranate, cut them right in the middle. Beautiful. And the trick is, you take something, I got a spoon here, and you tap it, and the pieces will come out. You kind of run it with your finger right there. Kind of need a bigger, usually we use big wooden spoons. Get a little more force on it, a little more volume on it. And that's the deal. That's really all we need, but you can keep going. You just kind of continue to break it down in smaller pieces, right? Like, so the next step, I would cut it in half, continue to tap it with a wooden spoon or something like that, and you do it in a big mixing bowl, and they just shoot right into the mixing bowl. One of the other main players in this dish is ricotta salata, which is an aged salty ricotta is always an Italian sheep smoked cheese, so this is an aged, brined sheep smoked cheese from Italy. It's called ricotta salata. This particular version is called ricotta dura, which means hard ricotta, and it's delicious. It's real salty, a little bit of cream in it, and that's what really kind of makes, that's the other star of the dish. So we let that macerate a little bit. That's good. That's what I'll do is I'll shave the rest of the componentry, which is fennel. I use a lot of fennel here. I'm a big fan of fennel. When you use these things, I do suggest you get one. As you use it, it will kind of widen itself, so you always kind of need to adjust it to get it back to the thickness you're looking for. So we'll put that in there. We got a little shallot. I cheated. They're peeled. Yep. Watch the fingers. I use a lot of mint. I like it. So we'll put that in there. A little mint. A little fresh Italian parsley. So we mix that in there. And all we do is we put it down on the plate. Then it's time for the cheese. You can just use some toasted bread. I'm a big fan of texture, like I was telling you earlier. I really like to have a lot of kind of crunch. I think a lot of people kind of forget about that when they're cooking. I use a lot of toasted, chopped nuts on the food, toasted breadcrumbs. You get a lot of pleasure out of a little bit of crunch. That's the dish. Celery salad with pomegranate and Italian ricotta dura. That's it. Thank you.